Hey guys, this is the Unit 31 Overview. In this video, we'll go over what's going on this week, the graded assignments, a brief overview of the sports vocab, and then a brief overview of the present progressive, which is the grammar for this week. Okay, so for Unit 31, there are 5 lessons. You'll see on your magic calendar what we're doing in the live sessions, so make sure to keep up with that. You've also got your assessments there, the Unit 31 reading comprehension quiz and the Unit 31 writing test. Okay, so in lesson 4 again, you'll find the Unit 31 reading quiz, and this will test your mastery of sports vocabulary in context. So you'll see that vocabulary in a reading and have to answer some questions. In lesson 5, you have the Unit 31 writing test, and this will test your knowledge of vocabulary and your ability to write with the present progressive. Okay, so here is your vocabulary list. Be sure to print this out from lesson 1, and you'll also see the Unit 31 Quizlet, which can help you learn this vocabulary using flashcards and little games. You'll also see that there's some cognates here and some words that we already know. So like, for example, el béisbol, el tenis, those are both cognates. They sound like the English. They kind of look like them as well. And then we've had a few of these words before, like estadio. We learned that back when we were talking about vacation. And we've also learned some of the verbs like nadar, correr, jugar, practicar deportes. So make sure that you identify the words you already know, and then you just will spend time with those new words. You'll also see that we have sports, some of the equipment, and those verbs so that we can create sentences and things with this vocabulary. Okay, for our grammar, we will be learning the present progressive. We use the present progressive for what we are doing right now. So for example, we are learning. She is talking. And in Spanish, we only use this for something that's going on right now, okay? So to form this, it's sort of a two-step process. We use the verb estar, and we use the gerund or the present participle, which is the ing form of the verb. So you can see in the middle, they have the conjugation for estar for you, and you will choose what form of estar you need based on the subject pronoun. So for example, there's 2 examples right there in the middle. I am talking, we would choose estoy because that means I am. And to get the ing form for AR verbs, you put ando instead of the AR. And then for ER and IR verbs, you put endo instead of the ER or the IR. So it's kind of like conjugation in that you're going to take off that infinitive ending, but there's only one choice, ando or endo, okay? So you don't have to put like a different choice for he and I. So you can see that there. So like I am talking would be estoy hablando. If I said he is talking, all we would do would be to change está hablando, okay? So it's still going to be hablando no matter what the form is because hablar is an AR verb. If you look at the other example, he is eating, we have está comiendo. So there's an example of an ER verb. So ER verbs go to IENDO, where ARs go to ANDO. And same thing, comiendo is not going to change. You would just change the form of estar if we said, like, we are eating, or they are eating, or whatever. So again, you pick the form of estar based on the subject. And then the gerund will be the same for all 6 of the pronouns in our little box here. Okay, and we'll be working on this more in class. But again, it's a 2-step process, and that's basically how it works. Okay, so if you have questions as you're working this week, be sure to email or call your teacher. Remember, you can also set up a learner conference to meet with your teacher one-on-one, and then also make plans to come to the live sessions to learn and practice your Spanish this week. Thanks, guys.